Hi, everybody. Eddie Vegas here, and we're back with part 4 of the quick and dirty newbie tutorial on how to get off to a decent start playing Distant Worlds Universe in pre-warp mode. All right, if you've followed me so far, you know that we've got off to a half-decent start, and we can finally start researching warp field precursors. And notice the project size is 480K. It's going to be like pretty big. We are finishing up space construction. I don't think we have a whole lot to go, so we're just going to go ahead and let that go. We're not necessarily going to beeline for it, and we're going to just go warp field precursors and hyperdrive, which is 960K. This is going to take a real long time. 960K until we're able to get hyperdrive. Now this first one here, this is going to allow kind of zippy ships that can cover lots of ground in your solar system and tiny bit of area away from it. And hyperdrive is going to be the final technology which will allow your ships to voyage goodly distances and discover new stuff. So that's what we're doing. We're going to go there, and we're going to go eventually there. Let's go ahead and check it. So that's taken care of. We are going to continue on with our 4X whatever. We're still running in 4X. Oh, yeah, by the way, while we're running in 4X, I'm just going to say, for new players, if things start happening too fast up here and it starts looking too freaky, you can always slow it down to 2x or 1x just to be sure that you've got a handle on everything. We've got a new scientist named Kevin Nisalio, and our engineers have completed research in space construction, so now we can build bigger ships. We're not going to build bigger ships just yet. However, we are going to retrofit ships and bases because we can now make bigger bases, and so we're going to approve that, and that's going to increase the size of our base a little bit. And everybody's working. That's so great. And now we also have our exploration ship, which is here. And he still has a little bit of gas. Oh, yeah, by the way, let's go ahead and explain this really quick. You see this dotted line here? This is where the guy runs out of gas. This guy right here. So he can pretty much go half that distance, and then he's going to have to go back to someplace and fuel up, which he will do as long as he's on automation. This little button here indicates that he's automated. And this guy, I think he's going to try to explore this frozen gas giant planet. And then we'll see what he decides to do after that. Meanwhile, we are, well, we missed kind of a, here we go, retrofit ships and bases with concussion missile. Yes, good. All right, we approve. All right, let's just go ahead. Notice that we still haven't touched the tax rate, but our cash flow is now positive. That's because our population is getting bigger, and people are happy with us up till now. We still have a 6.4% growth rate, which is really good. And let's just see what happens. Okay, so this guy is going to discover what's happening over here, right? So he gets there. And constructor ship, we've got helium over here. And Constructor 001 has completed his work. It's funny, though. Okay, this is something I actually kind of wanted to find out. The fact of building a mine doesn't really say. I thought it might. Okay, so I kind of messed up there a little bit. What you might want to do is build 2 ships instead of 1, which is probably what I should have done. And discover the stuff that's really close, but whatever, we'll just dig it out anyway. What does it matter? We'll figure out what it is later. All right, then. Retrofitting for the CAP spaceport has been completed at CAP. That's good. All right, let's keep going. And we have a new leader elected. Let's just go ahead and take a look and see who this leader is. Now, normally we're in a democracy. So our New leader. Oh, look at all these great. Oh man, I hope I keep this guy for a really long time. High tech research plus 10. Colony ship construction plus 10. Colony corruption reduction plus 10. Plus 10 trade income, which won't really help us right now. Tourism income. I hope this guy hangs out for a good long time. We also have plus 4 in diplomacy, which means people are going to like us just that little bit better. All right, well, it's not too bad. Unfortunately, a lot of his bonuses are. And the recreation center. Oh, good. Yes, okay, approve. It's going to install the recreation center on all the. Funnily enough, this is kind of a crazy thing here, but and I didn't know this until a while ago, but all the research centers all have recreation centers and medical centers built in, which is going to help your planet. I mean, the basic, the default build for those things have a medical center and an entertainment center in them. So the fact that they are in the orbit of our planet is just going to make people that much happier. What did this guy decide to do? He's on his way to explore planet Mirubi. Oh, good. This is the... No, it isn't. I take it back. My construction ship. No mission. I'll tell you what, just to kind of like cool things down here, I'm going to go ahead and tell him to retrofit. We're not in that much of a hurry, to tell you the truth. We'll have him go ahead and retrofit. We do have another planet here that he could build a thing on. But we already have one thing where we don't know what it'll build. We do know it's got an 11% scenery bonus, but we'll have to wait until we get farther advanced and we meet other civilizations before we can build that stuff so that people can come here and check the stuff out, the ancient monolith or whatever. That will be helping with our tourism score, and of course we make a little bit of money with that. It's always good. And hold on, we've got I made a mistake here because now we're in high tech and we're not researching anything. I personally like to go with let's just go ahead and go this way. This is a huge project size, 960K. It's going to take forever. Let's just go ahead and get working on it right now. Colonization. And this way, hopefully, we'll be finishing up colonization at the same time that we get our warp drive. And notice I haven't built any military ships yet. It's useless. Nobody can go anywhere. It takes forever. If this base were to be attacked by pirates, and I had some ships here, they would never get there in time. They would take off, but assuming it was attacked by pirates, this thing would be long dead before these guys got even to here, really. So it's no use, so you can't defend until you get the first step of the warp drives. So we don't care. We have a new ship captain, okay. Retrofitting for the construction ship, okay. Well, he's not going to be doing anything. The real problem is that there's really nothing that's going to be a reasonable distance away. This may be kind of a waste, but I'm going to go ahead and take my construction ship and tell him to build a mining thing here. Just to kind of keep him busy. It won't cost that much. And he still wants me to build new ships, but I don't pay any attention. We now have moved into positive cash flow without doing anything. And our colony is growing. We are able to pay our bills. We have some bonus income. I think if you've seen other tutorials, you might know what this is. But bonus income basically is like the private sector is buying ships and upgrading ships, and they are paying you for that. So this is like extra money, and a lot of times what you're going to find in terms of the money situation is that your cash flow is not really doing all that good, but you suddenly discover some sort of, I need to stop. Suddenly you discover some technology where all the state-owned ships, or excuse me, all the privately owned ships need to upgrade, in which case you're going to see like a whole crap load of bonus income coming in. That's good in terms of those one-time spend sort of things. For example, you want to ask a pirate to attack somebody, or you want to bribe somebody, or something that where it's just going to cost you X amount of money and no upkeep, no maintenance. So that money is good for that. But the main thing you really need to worry about is your cash flow. I have a positive cash flow, and we have finished research in rapid fire projectiles. We're thinking about our main weapons already. It's a good question where to go here, but I think if you guys have followed my actual reasoning, I think what we'll do is we'll go for improved missile. I really like having the long range stuff here. This range of 650 is great. It does 8 damage and it loses absolutely nothing. So let's just go ahead and go this route. And we will relook at it when we finish improved missiles. We'll just see how long that's going to take. And we're cranking along here on 4X to try to get this video done as quickly as possible so you guys can get into the game and start playing. This guy right here is heading... Oh, yeah, he's escaping from Space Slug. Oh, really? We have some... Oh, there they are, the little monsters here. Right? Okay, dude, don't bother. Actually, don't bother. You know what I'd really like for you to do? Is to come here and explore this. So I'm just going to go ahead and give him an order, like right now. I know he doesn't have any gas, but once he gets there, he can just limp into base and fuel up once he gets there. And this is one of the lacunes of the AI, is that for some reason the exploration ships, they go, well, I couldn't explore it because there was a space slug. So what does the stupid thing do? It goes back and tries to explore the same thing again. The AI is not really very smart when it comes to that. So I just preempted the whole thing. And besides, it's like opening up a Christmas present. Once he gets there, we'll know what sort of thing we have. And construction ship constructor 001 has completed its mission. We will send him back because he really can't do anything. I think we're just going to leave him, or we may just send him back to I think we're just going to send him back here to move to Planet Cap. By the way, people, if you don't know it, holding down control will give you that big list of things to do, people. Don't neglect it. If you can't get the pointer to do what you want it to do, hold down control while right-clicking, and you'll be able to get it to do what you want it to do. We have offer smuggling mission. Apparently that smuggling mission that we did in part 2, I believe, has expired. We're going to go ahead and approve because we still have nothing. All we have are these little dinky things here, and we still don't know what sort of resources we got. But he's going to find out here pretty soon, this guy. He's checking out, hopefully, this guy. Okay, we've got a lot of steel. That's okay. And we've got some gold and some more steel. Well, it can't hurt. All right, so let's just go ahead and tell him to refuel. And I'll tell you what, here's another like little tricky thing in case you're a real new player. Is this guy's going to go refuel. So I just told him to refuel. Okay, now I hold control and I click anywhere. And I go Q next mission. And I say explore. Whoops. Oh, hey, why aren't you doing it? That's weird. This system. Okay, so Q next mission. Explore this system. So that's his next mission. So he's going to go get gas. And then he's going to explore the entirety of this system. Okay, so we've queued up a series of commands. These are good. He's going to score some gas. And ring, take a look at that ring. All right, now he's got plenty of room. And the Seeker is refueling, and now it says explore. All right, so he's exploring everything, starting with the star, but that's okay. That was kind of dumb, but whatever. We can just wait. We also have the advisor wants to retrofit. Ooh, we have it. The warp bubble generator. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is really exciting. Finally, we can start making some military ships and we can start defending our sector. This is actually pretty exciting. So you know what? I'm going to cut the video here and we'll be back with part 5 where I upgrade my ships and start making some military ships to defend what we've already created and move on to the next part. So we will see you then.